Hello everyone. How are you? I hope you all done great. Today's lesson is Science subject for Grade 3. Lesson 7. This tutorial prepared by Dawar hawrami for Dr. Mustafa Zalmi Private Basic School. Vocabulary. Food chain. Energy pyramid. Vocabulary. Food chain. Energy pyramid. Food and energy. Food chains. All living things need energy to live. Producers get energy from sunlight. They store the energy in the food they make. Consumers get their food by eating other living things. In the investigation you saw that the path of food from one living thing to another forms a food chain. A food chain also shows how energy moves through the environment. For example, grass uses the energy in sunlight to make its food. A cricket that cuts the grass gets the energy stored in the grass. If a frog eats the cricket, it gets the energy that is stored in the cricket. What is a food chain? Path of food from one living thing to another forms a food chain. What is a food chain? Path of food from one living thing to another forms a food chain. A food chain. All plants are producers. The leaves of plants make food by photosynthesis. The plant stores the extra food it makes. This stored food has energy in it. A slug is a consumer that eats leaves. The leaves the slug eats have stored energy. As the slug eats the leaves, it takes in energy. This turtle is a consumer too. One of the foods it eats is slugs. When the turtle eats a slug, it takes in energy. Energy from food. The energy that a living thing uses to live and grow cannot be passed along through the food chain. An energy pyramid shows that the amount of usable energy in an environment is less for each higher animal in the food chain. In an energy pyramid, there are more producers than any other kind of living things. Most of the energy in an environment is found in plants. Animals that eat plants make up the next level. The upper parts of the pyramid are made up of animals that eat other animals. The higher in the pyramid an animal is, the fewer of that animal there are. This is because there is less energy available to them. What is an energy pyramid? An energy pyramid shows that the amount of usable energy in an environment is less for each higher animal in the food chain. What is an energy pyramid? An energy pyramid shows that the amount of usable energy in an environment is less for each higher animal in the food chain. 1. Energy from the sun is taken in by plants. This energy is used by plants for growth and to make fruits and seeds. Energy that is not used by the plant is stored. 2. Animals that eat plants are called first-level consumers. Energy not used by the animal is stored in its body. 3. Animals that eat other animals are called second-level consumers. Some of the energy stored in first-level consumers can be passed on to these animals. 4. The energy these top-level consumers get has been passed through all the other parts of the food chain. An energy pyramid. 1. Plants. Plants are producer and in the bottom of the energy pyramid. 2. Plant-eating animals. 3. Animals that eat other animals. 4. Animals that are not usually eaten by other animals. An energy pyramid. Grass. Grasshopper. Eat grass. Frog. Eat grasshopper. Snake. Eat frog. Eagle. Eat snake. Sun. Sun is the source of all energy for grass. Grass. Take energy from sun. Grasshopper. Eat grass. Frog. Eat grasshopper. Snake. Eat frog. Eagle. Eat snake. Summary. Living things get their energy from food. Animals cannot make their own food, so they eat other living things to get energy. A food chain is the flow of food in an environment from one living thing to another. An energy pyramid shows that the amount of usable energy in an environment is less for each higher animal in the pyramid. A hyena is a scavenger, an animal that feeds on dead animals. Review. 1. How does energy get from a producer to a meat-eating consumer? From producer to herbivores and from herbivores to carnivores. 2. What kind of living thing is at the top of a food chain? Animals that are not usually eaten by other animals. 3. Where is the most food energy in an energy pyramid found? In the bottom of the pyramid. 4. What is the source of all energy on Earth? Sun is the source of all energy on Earth. 5. What is passed in a food chain from one living thing to another? A. Producers. B. Sunlight. C. Animals. D. Energy. Correct answer is D. Energy. Chapter 3. Review and test preparation. Vocabulary review. Use the terms below to complete the sentences 1 through 9. The page numbers tell you where to look in the chapter if you need help. Interact. Producer. Consumer. Herbivore. Carnivore. Omnivore. Decomposer. Food chain. Energy pyramid. 1. A decomposer. Feeds on the wastes of other living things. 2. The path of food in an ecosystem can be shown as food chain. 3. A producer makes its own food. 4. A living thing that eats other living things is called a consumer. 5. Consumers that eat both plants and animals are omnivore. 6. The living things in a community interact with each other and with non-living things. 7. Consumers that eat only plants are herbivore. 8. A model of how energy moves through a food chain is called an energy pyramid. 9. Consumers that eat only animals are carnivore. Connect an example of number 1. Use the terms from the word bank to complete the concept map. Consumer. Decomposer. Grass. Horse. Mushroom. Producer. An example of number 1. Producer. Grass. A. 1. Producer is a living thing that makes its own food. An example of number 3. Consumer. Horse. A. 3. Consumer is a living thing that uses another living thing for food. 5. Decomposer is a living thing that uses as food living things that have died. An example of number 5. Decomposer. Mushroom. Check understanding. Write the letter of the best choice. 1. Which is not a producer? A. Tree. B. Flower. C. Grass. D. Bird. Correct answer is D. Bird. 2. A model that shows how energy moves through a food chain is A. A decomposer. B. An energy pyramid. C. An environment. D. A producer. Correct answer is B. An energy pyramid. 3. Producers get their energy from A. Other living things. B. An energy pyramid. C. The soil. D. The sun. Correct answer is D. The sun. Answer the following 2 questions. 4. Explain how a carnivore wolf is dependent on plants. Because wolf can eat both plants and animals. It is omnivore. 5. What will change in the following food chain if the number of falcons decreased due to overhunting? Grains. Mouse. Falcon. Overhunting of falcons cause for increases the number of mice and decreases the amount of grain.